Today we are going to discuss about the some more transformations in SSIS and some more tasks in the control flow level. So the remaining transformations we have to cover is pivot transformation, unpivot transformation, and fuzzy grouping and fuzzy lookup. So first we'll see what exactly a pivot transformation and what is a unpivot transformation. So if you observe in this Excel sheet, the data is in pivot format, right? So if you want to convert this data into unpivot format, so unpivot format means whatever the columns converted as rows, that is unpivot format. Simple, the data will come like this way: country, so a new column will come year and whatever sales, just assume, okay, country US and year 2001, whatever the column is there, that will convert as a row. And what is the sales? 1000, right? Again US 2002 and US 2003 and India 2001 and India 2002, India 2003. Whatever the sales is there, it will come over there. So that is our expected result. I want to convert this pivoted data into unpivoted format. What is a unpivot? Whatever the columns are there, that columns we are going to make into each combination value, and we are converting that as a unpivoted data. Okay, right. So I want to take one data flow task. I want to rename it unpivot transform. Sorry, unpivot transform. Just open this one, go inside, take one Excel source, and try to create a Excel connection. New connection, browse it. So this is the path. pivot.xls. So this pivot table I want to convert into unpivot, right? So what is the sheet? Sorry, we have to convert this pivot into uh, XLS file. Okay, right. Now I'm going to take right sheet 1. Okay, so this is the data I have in my Excel file. Country 2001 sales, 2002 sales, 2003 sales. Click OK. So now what you have to do, I want to convert this pivot data into unpivot format. So if you observe the symbol also, whatever the data you have in pivoted format, I want to convert that as a unpivot data like this, right? So how to configure this unpivot transformation? So what columns you want to pass through? Pass through means I don't want to disturb this country column. Okay, I want to just pass through the country column, because the country column in source it is a column. So I want to keep that country as a column only. And what values you want to convert as rows. This 2001, 2002, 2003. So these three columns I want to convert as columns, sorry, rows, right? So after you are converting, what is the column name you want to give? I want to give the column name is year, right? So what is the pivot key value column name? Pivot key value column name means whatever the sales is there, right? So I want to give the sales information. Sorry, what is that column name? Open this one. Yeah, for these values, what is the new column name you want to give? I want to give that is sales. Click OK. You just take one multicast to see the data how it is converted. Right click, execute the task. See, sorry, the column name sales is coming for this data and year is coming for this data, right? So what you have to do, go inside here, you have to give year. Whatever the column name you want to assign for these values, you have to give here. And whatever the column name you want to assign for this key value sales values, you have to give over here. Same column name you have to provide. Click OK. Now we can execute. See, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2001, 2002, 2003 for year column, and for sales 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, 6000. So US, India. Okay, right. So this is the way you can unpivot the data, right? Whatever the data is unpivoted here, if you want to convert as a pivot, simple, you can take one pivot transformation. Remove this one. This is converting the data into unpivot, right? So whatever the unpivoted data, I want to take as pivot format. Just open this pivot. So what you want to do here, pivot key column. What is a pivot key column? Values in the input data from this column will become new column names in the output. Okay, so our expected data is, for example, just copy this data and take another Excel. So now I'm going to configure this one. Take one pivot transformation, open this. Okay, whatever the column values you want to convert as a new columns. So what values you want to convert as a new columns? I want to convert this, sorry, here you have to give sales. I have rolled back. Okay, right. This is here, this is sales, right? So which column values you want to convert as a columns? Definitely year column, because we are going to convert this data like this way, right? So this data belongs to which column? That is year column. So the converted column we have to provide over here, that is year column. This is the meaning. Values in the input data from this column, from year column, will become a new column names in the output. Yes, year column. And now identifies a group of input rows that will get pivoted into one output. What is a set key? Identifies a group of input rows that will get pivoted into one output row. Means, see here, US, 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 India, India, India. It is repeating more than one time, and finally it will group the data and give one row only, right? So that column name is country column. So you have to provide the country column over here. So the remaining values from this column will be mapped into the new pivot output columns. So what values? These values are going to map into new column output. So what is that column? That is sales column. Okay, and here you have to provide the column names, whatever the values we have in that column. 2001, 2002, 2003. So generate columns now. It is generating three columns, 2001, 2002, 2003, like this. Click OK. Now just take one multicast transformation to see the data, how it is converted. And here also I want to see before pivot, before unpivot. Just execute this one. Right? This is the after unpivot. This is the result. Okay? And after pivot, this is the result. The unpivot transformation converted the data into unpivoted format, like year, sales, country. Whatever the data is coming here, by using pivot transformation, it is converted like a pivoted data. US, India, each year, and what is the sales over here. Okay, so this is the way you can convert a pivoted data or unpivoted data into pivoted or unpivoted format by using the pivoted and unpivoted transformations in SSIS. Okay, right. So the next transformation coming over here, that is fuzzy grouping and fuzzy lookup. What is a fuzzy grouping? What is a fuzzy lookup? So we have a lookup transformation already in SSIS. What the lookup transformation will do? Whatever the data is coming from your source, if you have a data in other lookup table, you can match this data. When this is 100% matched, then it will take that matched record as matched data. If it is not matched, it will give unmatched data. The matching criteria is on 100%. But what I want to do, I want to match a percentage of the similarity, at least 70%, 60%, 80% of the string is matched. Then I want to take that record also as a matched record, right? So for example, I have here customer name RADHA, and I have another table Radha. So here we have only RADH, but here I have a Radha. So even though I want to map these two, okay, so even though I want to map these two, this kind of lookup if you want to make here, you have to use fuzzy lookup transformation. What is a fuzzy grouping? For example, the data is coming like this way. Customer name Ram 1000 and customer name Rama 2000, Radha 3000, Radha 4000. So the fuzzy grouping, what it will do, it will club the data, it will group the data based on the similarity. If you observe here Ram and here it is Rama, both are similar almost. There is the only difference is an extra character here it is coming. But what result I am expecting? Ram. So what is the total salary? 1000, 2000. Total whatever 30,000 or whatever. Or next Radha, both are almost similar. It will group that data and finally it will give like this way, Radha, then 34,000. Okay, so this way the fuzzy grouping will identify the similarity between the records. Okay, similarity between the records, and it will group up the data. So we'll see the first how to do this fuzzy grouping transformation. Just take one data flow task, and before that I want to insert, I want to create one table. Create table fuzzy lookup, customer name varchar and salary integer. Okay, I want to insert some rows into this table. Right, so this is the data I have. My expectation is I want to combine the similar rows and finally I want to group up the data, and automatically how it will group the data based on their similarity of the strings. Right, so you just go to here and take one OLEDV source, transform it OLEDV source, and create a connection with the database MSBA2, and the table is, what is the table? Fuzzy lookup. Yes, and these are the two columns I have. Now take the fuzzy grouping transformation, connect over here, open the fuzzy grouping transformation. Right, so this is the database, and These are the two columns. So on which columns you want to do the grouping, right? So I want to do the grouping on this column, customer name column. So the fuzzy logic will apply on this column. There are two kind of matches. Exact match. Exact match means the similarity is 100%. If here it is Rama RAM, it don't group up the data. Wherever the Rama and Rama is there, it will match those records only. Okay, so the fuzzy means it will try to find out the similarity percentage. So here finally it will give the minimum similarity. It will try to identify 0%. Okay, right. So after your grouping, the new column name will come like this way. So just click OK and take one multicast transformation, add a data viewer, execute the task. Right, see here, there are 4 to 5 columns are coming more. What is this key in column? Key in column will identify each row uniquely. 1 2 3 4. If you have 10 rows, it will give number 1 to 10. Key out column, what it is doing? So it is not applying any give a second. Right, the similarity threshold I want to put 61 like that. We'll see now what will happen. Right, so based on the similarity level what you are giving, so it is identifying 3 3, key out 3 3 for these two, means it is identifying these two are the same kind of strings, but it is not identifying these two. The reason, will change the similarity level. No, if we are giving 80%, it is not identifying. Right, I will give at least 50% of the similarity in between. I want to recognize both as a same strings. At least 50% of the string is matched. No, even though 1 2, don't know what happened now. Why this Rama and RAM is not matching? These two are recognizing as a similar strings. That is the reason the key output column is coming 3 3 3. But here RAMA and RAM is not recognizing the same column names. Reason I will give like this way. RAMAN. Drop table. Okay. Now we'll see what will happen. Right. Now it is identifying. See, RAMA, RAMAN. So both are same kind of strings. 111 it is giving, and this is also giving 333, and the similarity percentage is, and this is 0.79 percentage of the similarity in between these two, and here it is 71 percentage of the similarity in between this Krishna and Krish. Okay, and yes, so the score and similarity customer name both are same, right? So now how can you group this data? Based on the key output, whatever is coming, you can group the data. Okay, right. So or you can based on the customer clean name. It is cleaned the data and finally it has given RAMA, RAMA, Krishna, Krishna. So now you can take one aggregate transformation, and you can, instead of taking this one, I want to take one aggregate transformation. Open this aggregate. I want to do this grouping on this one, group by and salary. Salary means sum of salary, and take one multicast. Data here, enable. Right, Rama, Krishna. This is 3000. This is 11,500. 3,000. If you are combining these two, 11,000. Same thing. Okay, so these kind of scenarios we are using this fuzzy grouping. It's very rare cases we are using these kind of scenarios in the structured data, right? Because mostly in this data warehousing project SSIS, we are processing the structured data. Okay, so in the structured data we may not get these kind of issues in the data, because the data in the source level they will validate the data. Okay, because the customer name what they are entering, whatever once they are entering a customer name in the customer table, the customer ID they don't enter every time, and the customer name is not getting repetitively. I mean the customer name, for example, if you are giving Radha Krishna one time when you are inserting, so always the same name will repeat. There is no uh, mistakes in the values. So when we are processing unstructured data, so that kind of scenarios we are using this term extraction, term lookup, and fuzzy grouping, all these kind of things. Okay, right. So what about this lookup, fuzzy lookup? Same thing. I have a data in a source, I have a data in another table. When you are going to match this data based on the percentage level, if you want normal lookup, it needs 100 percentage match, but here it needs based on the percentage of the matching, it will take the data. Okay, right. For example, I have this table and I'm going to create one more lookup table. Create lookup name. Done. So in this I want to insert only two columns. This salary is so 00 and this is 99. Okay, right. I have two tables now. Okay, so what I want to do, whatever the records are matched with this table, I want to take this salary, not this salary. Okay, right. So how can you do that one? Take one data flow task and OLEDB source, fuzzy lookup. Okay, two columns. And where is the fuzzy lookup transformation? Connect over here. Open this. So what is your reference table? My reference table is lookup table. Okay, so we have to map the column. On which column you want to do this uh, mapping? I want to do on this name column. Okay, so if the customer name is matching, then what columns you are expecting? I am expecting all. I don't want this one. This column, we don't require this. I am expecting these two columns. Okay, right. The customer name as well from the source. If you want salary also. Okay, the output is, this is lookup name, this is lookup salary. Open this, execute. See here, this customer name Rama, Raman, Krishna, Krish is coming from our source. Okay, so this Rama is finding a matched record. What is that? RAMA. Yes, it is 100% matched. The similarity level is 1. 1 means 100%. The confidence also 1%. And similarity also customer name, that is 111, because the same string is trying to match over here. So that is the reason the all the confidence is 100%. If you are coming over here, then again RAMAN, this is going to match again with RAMA, because in your lookup table you have only RAMA. So for this RAMAN, is there any matched string? This is the match string. How much percentage of the confidence this is showing? That is 79%. Confidence is only 49%. Similarity is 79, and similarity of the customer name 79%. Okay, so this is the way how much percentage the similarity is coming over here. So it is finding the matched records. So here if you want to filter the data, like I want only the similarity level greater than 80%, yes, you can take only those records. If you don't have a confidence, for example this RAMAN, this RAMA, it is not a matched one both. So in that situation you can eliminate this one. You can take only greater than 80% of the similarity. RAMAN RAMA is only 79.9 percentage. Okay, so you can take up to 79.9 percentage because only one character difference between this and this. So it is trying to match even though that record is not 100% matched. So that is the fuzzy lookup transformation.